Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, cherisher and sustainer of the universe. And may His choicest blessings be upon His final messenger, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, his family, his companions, radiallahu anhum, and all those who follow him. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba, and welcome to yet another quick and easy program, a joint production by ITV and Sayyid Global Productions. And yes, in our previous series, quite some time ago, we did this book, all tried and tested recipes of ITV and all the famous personalities of the time. One of them being Mama Chamda, who shared a very famous Mama Chamda's biryani, and she's the only picture that's in here. The rest are all the tried and tested recipes, as well as, you know, we've got videos of his if you really want it. The books are available. I did send for Sister Aisha Latif, so do get them at ITV offices, inshallah. And you can also meet us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as on YouTube. So this production, inshallah, will be on Sayyid Global Productions YouTube channel tonight, inshallah. So with that, I take the opportunity, and if you're hearing surround sounds, because we're out here in the city center, in the busy city, the mall, in the Nelson Mandela Square upstairs at the Style Loft, and with me, I'm sure you know her. She needs no introduction to you as a famous personality. Zana Tiko, or Sister Farzana Sibda Banji now. So I have to get that right. Welcome to the program.
Jazakallah for having me. Thank you, Appa Shamshad.
And you know, I have been nagging her for a while, you know,
Yes.
and things have not been that good. You know, we are in a grip of a so-called third wave. Allah make it easy, and going to pass our condolences to all those who lost family members, and may Allah give complete shifa to all those that are still not well. Sister Farzana, you and I know that your teas have been extremely popular. We're very honored here on ITV to host you.
I'm very humbled and blessed. Thank you. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah. And she has the personality to go with the chai wali. You know, I know in India it's a very popular thing.
Yes.
And then just been reading recently that they say that teas that in China right now, they're not experiencing their waves as bad as the rest of the world because of the teas they drink and the amount of natural ingredients that goes into it.
Yes.
Tell us about your ingredients.
So this is the thing I've been trying to explain for so long, since I started the business, that there's so many health benefits and antioxidants in a tea leaf. And especially the teas that we sell, because it's pure Ceylon, meaning it comes from Sri Lanka. So because of the soil and the ground that it's grown in, there's so many other health benefits from just one simple cup of tea. Whether you have it black or with milk or with sugar, you know, obviously it's best to have it without anything, just to enjoy those benefits. But it's got immune boosting benefits. It builds your insides. It makes you feel healthy. It gives you energy.
Cuts the phlegm.
Yes. You know, you don't get that that aftertaste of, you know, the funny things that we drink nowadays with everything in the packets, the premixes and stuff. So overall, generally, with all of the spices and things that we add into our teas, into our mixtures, there's all those extra benefits that go with it.
Yes.
So for example, in a chai, we'll have cinnamon and we'll have cloves, we'll have ginger. All of those things build your immune system.
Right.
And it also smells nice, so it makes you feel nice.
Right.
So with every cup of tea, even if it's not just the health benefits, just that whole act of drinking the cup of tea just makes you feel nice.
It's a safe place to be.
It's a safe place to be. 100%.
It's a comfort zone.
That's exactly
No, but it's also, as your sister said, fantastic medicinal benefits, health benefits. And we not encourage you to become an addict of any sorts, but the teas that Sister Farzana has are all medicinal teas. Right? So today, your ingredients you have, what are we making today?
Today we're making our legendary chai bomb.
Right.
I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. Right. Because we do have a premix that I've started making because of the demand for it.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, because of their busy schedules and having to homeschool their kids, don't have time to mix all of these ingredients. So we are doing it for you now.
Right.
And now I'll show you today how to prepare it.
Right.
And hopefully it will give you that extra 15 minutes of time out, you know,
Yes.
just prepping that cup of tea.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
So can we go through the ingredients that you have here?
So obviously
the chai bomb has all these
the chai bomb has all of these ingredients.
Right, great.
Look, I do add other stuff depending on my mood. Okay,
that's
so
very
just
interesting.
Depending on my mood, right?
She's a unique personality. So every cup of tea is unique. So you can make it just as unique.
Yes, definitely. So depending on how you feel for that day, you can chop and change according to your flavors. So the basic teas that I use for my chai bomb are my masala tea and my Ceylon black tea.
Okay.
Right. So I just need to clarify, all of the teas that I use are pure Ceylon teas.
Right.
The masala tea is a masala flavored tea.
Right, okay.
Right? So it's a black tea as well. So what we do at home is I actually break up hundreds of these tea bags. I separate them and I create a premix.
Okay.
It will look like this.
Fantastic.
All right. So in this mixture, I've got my black tea.
Right.
I've got my masala tea.
Right.
And then I've got ginger powder. I've got cloves.
So this is ginger powder.
This is ginger powder. You want to smell it? It's amazing.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy it from
Ooh.
anywhere specific. Robertson sells it in a box. All of the
Okay.
spice shops have something.
Right.
Right?
So we go one by one,
We
right?
do one at a time. Then the cloves, obviously, I crush them. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I crush them just because you want to get more of the flavor when you're brewing the teas in the
And
pot.
this is a natural sedative as well.
Natural sedative, and also it's got pain healing benefits. I know when you have a toothache as well, cloves are the thing we go
Yes,
for.
absolutely.
Right?
Painkiller.
The cinnamon, what I also do is I use the spice grinder.
Right.
Put a little cinnamon in there and I
Wow.
get it into a powder.
So you crush all these.
Crush everything.
Wow, okay.
The idea is that we want to make things easy for people when they're making the tea.
Yes, yes,
So
quick and
it's just
easier.
a simple, by the time we're done, it's just the powder and that's it.
Right.
Okay, and then obviously I grind my cardamom, my ilachi.
Oh, my
Okay,
favorite.
You need to smell that. That's just outstanding.
Divine.
That's the best scent ever.
Divine, divine. Food is all about aroma, appearance,
That's
and
it.
taste, right?
That's it. That's exactly
And
it.
this is your
That one we're going to wait
mix.
for the next round.
Oh,
of
the next round.
cheese tea.
Oh, so for the next round, these two for the next round. Okay, so,
So-
for the chai bomb, these are the
Yeah.
things that you
So
need. Okay.
ideally, if you have my masala tea and my cardamom tea and my ginger tea, my desert safari teas, you can mix all of those.
Okay.
So that's why we call it a chai bomb, because it's just an
Oh.
explosion of flavors. And I just,
Wow.
like I said, depending on the mood,
Yes.
I'll mix different flavors.
Right.
So like the desert safari has a flower in there. So
Right.
when I feel like adding a little bit of a flowery taste to my chai bomb, in
Fantastic.
goes the desert safari. It's
Wow.
really amazing.
I'm sure it is. I can't wait to see what you're going to do.
So it's so simple,
Yeah.
right? Basically, I learned this, I think when I was about 10.
Yes.
My mom's brother used to drink a lot of tea.
Okay.
And so my granny and my auntie would like, okay, you guys need to make the tea, which we used to hate. But it's a very simple recipe for anyone. For every 1 cup of tea,
Yeah.
it's 3/4 cup of water and
Yeah.
a 1/4 cup of milk.
Okay.
For every 1 cup
Yeah,
of
one
tea.
cup. That's beautiful,
Okay?
right?
So if you are still learning how to make tea, please keep your measuring cups handy.
Right.
I think as you get experience, you know how to measure.
Yes.
So
Okay.
what I've done is I've already got some water in a pot here
Right.
that's going to make 3 cups of tea for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So it's a very simple process. If you don't have the mixture,
yeah.
it's basically you can even just use a plain black tea. Now I've got a candy black tea.
Right.
Candy is a city in Sri Lanka. It's where the first tea leaf was planted
Discovered
in Sri Lanka.
Wow, excellent.
So-
By the way, Sri Lanka is also where Adam alayhi salam descended.
That's it.
So
that's
his
it,
first
that's what
man
they-
descended.
That's it. So this area is very hilly, mountainy. The tea is very dark and strong. So I prefer using a darker black tea because of South Africans are used to the darker teas. They don't want a golden tea. They want more of like a darkish, brownish tea. So we go with the candy normally when I make a chai bomb.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to just use my mixture. It's
Right.
already got
Because
black
all
tea.
this is already
tea.
in there.
Everything's
crushed
in here.
and ground.
So I've got masala tea in here. I've got fresh cardamom in here. I've got ginger. You can see my cinnamon pieces are in
Yes.
here. There's my ginger.
Right.
So everything's in here already.
Right.
Okay. So what I've done with this premix is I've created it so that 1 tablespoon of this mixture is enough for 1 cup of tea.
So you're going to put 3.
So I'm going to put 3 tablespoons
Right,
in here,
fantastic.
right? So I'm going to heap it because I'm using a teaspoon.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to throw this in here.
Stunning.
It's 3 and a little bit for luck.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need luck.
Baker's dozen.
There we go. There we go. And then, so the whisk. It's very
Nice.
important. Old school, you have to use a whisk when you're brewing a pot of tea.
Excellent.
Right?
Love it, the old-fashioned way of making the tea. You know, I just want to add that brewing the tea is an art.
Gee.
And they say the Alipurs know how to make the tea.
I'm not going to say anything because my husband says that, he's not an Alipur and he made me famous. But let's just leave it as that.
No, I'm teasing.
Done.
But on a more serious note,
Tea.
they said that when you have all these ingredients which you have, the longer you brew it, the more the strength comes
Yes.
out. So don't rush the tea.
Don't rush
It's
the tea.
quick and easy because she has ground everything and made it ready.
That's it.
The name of the company is Zana
Zana Tea Co.
Zana Tea Company. Zana short for Zana. in tea company, right?
That's it.
So Alhamdulillah, it's a famous brand. You can follow Sister Fazana on Instagram as well. Zana Tea Co's, Fazana Tea Company. And now it's on the brew. Aroma is getting
so
to
we can
me.
get the aroma.
MashaAllah, Subhanallah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna give it a mix, okay? So we just have to switch stoves on the side. We're using one of these little stoves.
I've got those.
I'm not used to.
I've got a kitchen, fully fledged kitchen, but because of the camera, to be camera friendly, I also use my portable stove.
So now I love using a gas stove.
Yes.
And normally when we make the chai bomb, we use a big pot and we make 50 cups at a time.
Right.
So for us, that's like bliss.
I'm coming to
We
do
absolutely
that
love it.
tea
You need
making.
to. You need to.
And I have to come to a place where you can light your stove and you can have this massive pot that you'll see it on Instagram, where she has this massive pot and she's brewing the tea like
Let me explain to you, Abba Shamshad. It's like the 10 minutes of a complete timeout.
Yes.
The best timeout you'll ever experience in your life. And you're just
And,
sitting there.
and if you see her on her pics, post on Instagram, she looks so happy doing it. And this is what you are saying. That
Yes.
cooking brings people together.
Yes.
It brings families together. It
Correct.
unites people. And it makes you feel good. So,
It does.
yes, this is the beginning of many things, inshallah.
Inshallah, I mean, the wonderful thing about when you're preparing tea and you share it with someone.
Yes.
Okay, it's just, you'll find like your conversations are better.
Yeah.
You'll talk about things that you never really, like you never really thought, okay, now I'm going to have this conversation with
It's
you
an
about
easy-
something random.
Yes, and it's
And
easy.
it's beautiful. It's lovely. Can you
And
see?
we need that in, yes.
I need you to see that.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely, right?
Aroma is killing me in a good way.
In a good way. So then I prefer using a loose leaf tea when I make
Yes.
the chai because of the flavor and the quality of the teas,
Yes.
right? Obviously, loose leaf tea is a much better grade of tea
Right.
than a tea bag.
The tea leaves, you mean. So, I just want to say to Sister Fazana and to the viewers, I do have my cup of chai bomb every night.
Yes.
And I'm run out, so I came to collect my stock as well.
Done.
So,
Okay, so now I need to just throw some stuff in here, right? So
yeah,
then,
you carry on throwing whatever
Okay,
you need
boiling.
to throw. Yes.
we need to throw in some evaporated milk.
Yeah.
We need to throw in some condensed milk, and we need to throw in some milk.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'll use a teaspoon.
Yes.
Just
That's
so for
evaporated.
every 1 cup, I
Yeah.
use 1 teaspoon of evaporated milk and 1 teaspoon of condensed milk.
Okay.
But you can go less, just depending on how sweet or not sweet you want.
Oh, more.
So I'm just gonna throw, right?
Right.
Because it's just so lacquer with it. And then let me put this here.
And
And
then,
then let's throw in some condensed milk. So I don't really have sugar in my tea. Oops.
yeah.
This is the best part. And if I wasn't on TV, I would have licked it, right? So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to see the color again. It's
Wow.
a beautiful golden
Beautiful
color.
golden color, yes.
Then we give it a
Yes.
mix. Let's put this over there.
Right.
So what I like to do before I throw the milk, I like it to boil.
Okay.
Because I find that, I know it sounds a bit weird,
Yeah.
the color of the tea comes out more
Yes, when you do
before
it.
the milk
Yes.
hits the pot, right? So
Right.
I'm going to close it for about
Few seconds.
a minute, like this. So that's the tea. Because
It's a lovely teapot that's got a nice lid that goes with it.
it's lovely, eh?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to let it close for a bit.
Right.
And once it starts fast boiling, then only we add the milk. Now the reason I do this is condensed milk and evaporated milk need to also break down.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put the milk in before, I find that the color of the tea is not as perfect as it is if you add it afterwards.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I know this sounds a bit weird and all of that, but it's an
Yeah,
art. It
and
really
there's
is an
another,
art.
yeah, another thing I was going to ask you, I see you've got your milk here. Is this cold milk or?
Gee, I'm using fresh milk.
Yes.
Obviously, with recent events, we stopped using certain brands.
Right, yes.
So
yes.
yes, the milk that I'm using is fresh milk. I've had some customers who said they're allergic to the long life milk.
Right.
So we stopped using that completely. We're only using fresh milk.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful note to take a pause and a break. And after the break, we're going to show you the finished products. And then we are going to do the test tasting and start the next tea brand, which is what?
The next one we're making is the romance tea, which I call the pink rose tea.
Oh, pink rose tea. Excellent.
Beautiful flavor.
So
that we
closest
created.
it was the closest that will come to Kashmiri tea, and it's a symbol of love. On that note, we'll see you after the break.